The Camelback Accountability and Support app also has GPS tracking. And what the GPS tracking does is it follows our clients. We know where all of our clients are at all times, which is an amazing tool. Now, and what that means also is that if a client or if a resident, when he goes to a meeting or when she goes to a meeting, she's going to check in at the meeting on the app. We can see that she's at a meeting. We can see that she's not at a meeting. What it does is it just promotes honesty. Our residents want to be clean and sober. They want to be honest. They want to do the next right thing. And this additional layer of accountability and support, it just helps them make the right decision. That's all it does. It's just like drug testing. We drug test 2 times a week. We breathalyze randomly 2 times a week. Again, that's more accountability. But the reason why we drug test and the reason why we breathalyze is not because we want to catch somebody drinking or using. The reason why we breathalyze is preventative. That's the same thing with the GPS tracking. We don't micromanage our clients' journeys throughout the day. Our house managers don't look at their journeys. Our house managers don't question people on where they were at every single day. The GPS tracking is just there to help people make the right decision. And of course, we can always go back and verify that a client was where they said they were, or if they're late for curfew, we can double check and confirm that they were still at work, or they were still at school, or they were still at IOP, or they were still doing step work with their sponsor. Those are the things that we can double check if we need to. Also, if someone goes off the radar and if we suspect that they're drinking or using, then we can locate them. And for example, we had a client not too long ago that we had suspected had relapsed. Well, actually, we pretty much knew that he relapsed. And we used the GPS tracking to find out where he was. And he was on Van Buren, which is not a very good part of Phoenix. He was at a bus stop. He was passed out. He was incoherent. And this is a guy that's like in his 50s and not a guy that belongs on the streets. I mean, this is a guy that lived in San Francisco, that had plenty of money and plenty of resources, and he was in the wrong place. And so luckily, we had the GPS tracking. We were able to find him. We were able to call the ambulance and get him transported to the appropriate level of care. That's one of the benefits of GPS tracking. We know where people are.